Hey there ladies and gentlemen, this review will take a look at the AGL Pacific P16 modded truck. This mod is not a new truck per se, but is a reworking of the base game Pacific P16 to improve on the existing design. This is the aim for the Angry Ginger Life mod series. The footage on screen is the AGL P16 just doing things as always. Mod link is in the description. So, the first thing you'll notice when you install this mod is that there are actually multiple versions of the truck to buy in the truck store. These represent trucks with different coloured headlights. Personally, my preference is the non-coloured headlight as it does look really good. For truck customization, we'll start with the engine, and you're presented with easy to understand engines, multiple torque options. Torque, if you're unaware, is the force that acts on a body through a lever arm. A common example around the house is if you use a spanner, holding the spanner further away from the thing you're trying to rotate allows you to apply more torque to tighten the nut or the bolt. For vehicles, torque indicates the force to which the drive shaft is subjected, as this is connected to the differentials and then the driving wheels. You can use the default engines, or you can select from 250,000 newton centimeters all the way up to 1,000,000 newton centimeters. These two values convert to 1,843 foot-pounds of torque and 7,374 foot-pounds of torque respectively. The real P16 has 1,200 foot-pounds of torque at 1,200 RPM engine speed, but anyhow, you've got plenty of power options so you don't get stuck. For the gearbox, the default options are retained, as well as unbreakable variants, and there are also various suspension options. On the tyre front, select literally whatever you want. They'll perform pretty much all in the same manner, so just go for the most aesthetic option if you want to. For the winch, at the moment there is one option called the winch. This is a 100 meter high-powered winch, which I think is a little over the top, but as you see in the demo, it can be a bit overwhelming with the amount of points to choose from, but it is a good, strong winch. Add-ons here remain unchanged as the P16 has a very niche role, i.e. login and the high saddle. AGL has added all-wheel drive as well to the P16, so it'll be able to tow things up a hill, which is something it does suffer from in the base game. And if you want to, you can just add the all-wheel drive aspect and set up the truck as you would in the base game, so you can drive in exactly the same way. The fuel capacity has been increased to 750 litres, and using the all-wheel drive will increase your fuel consumption, so do be aware of that. There are often appearance mods or add-ons for the other AGL trucks that supply you with absurd amounts of fuel and repair points so that you'll never be stranded, though we'll see that in the next video. For driving, it's initially hard to notice at first, but it does have all-wheel steer. It's very subtle, which is the intent, as the P16 doesn't actually have the best turning circle due to the lock diff. The suspension icon does show in red, but don't worry, it isn't broken, it just has 0 points from being unbreakable. It's a weird graphic issue really. I used this truck for a big hauling contract in my Canadian Shield livestream, linked in the corner, and in this I used the super heavy cargo trailer loaded with 3 trucks and drove across multiple maps, through rivers, over mountains and around tight switchbacks. It was very fun to drive, and it does make playing a little bit less stressful, which is nice. We've all been there before when we just want to shout in frustration because you're stuck for a random reason. The last tweak for the truck is the center of gravity has been lowered to very, very low, and this change is made for all AGL truck mods. This makes each truck very difficult to get stuck on their sides or their roofs, so there's no panic about rolling over. So overall, this truck mod breathes new life and improvements into an already fun and good truck. Mod trucks won't have a numerical rating out of 10 for this sort of review, as they can become too over the top and very mega powerful, and there's a potential for 0 limits. So all I'll say in conclusion is that if you want an improvement over the standard P16, then give this mod a look. And as I said before, the link is in the description. So I want to thank you very much for watching. If you found this video useful, then please let me know down below, and if you could give the video a little like, as it really helps the channel out, and visit the mod on the mod.io and show some support there, and have a great day.